Hey everybody, it's Ghost Note, and I'm just going to give you a quick update on how the first weekend of Synthesis League went for me. Synthesis League. Yeah, it's not going to really be like any kind of build guide or anything like that. I'm just going to tell you what I've been doing, how it's gone, what I think about things in general. League started good. I found an Empower and an Enlighten within 2 or 3 hours of each other the first night, and since then I've found nothing else. That's not quite true, but I haven't found a lot. So I've been mostly going on a 4 link here. What I've been playing is Stormburst, and I've linked it with Infused Channeling, Energy Leech, and Controlled Destruction right now. It's doing reasonably well. It clears pretty good. I've done it at Zeri. Not that that's anything big, but with no trouble, really. Just died because of my own stupidity, not because I didn't have damage or anything like that. This is the first time I'd ever played an Energy Leech or Energy Shield character for a league start, and so I had no clue what I was doing. Didn't know when to switch. I knew that you were supposed to switch later to CI because I wanted to do CI with this, and I know roughly when to switch. Turns out I should have done it a lot sooner than I did because I was getting my butt handed to me like around level, I don't know, late 60s, early 70s. So I thought it was really feeling terrible. So I thought I'll just go all in on this. I was already built for it. I'll just go all in and take I took Ghost Reaver along with CI. Got some Energy Shield Leech, and then just ES all over the place. And because this is a large spanning tree, I had all my ES in place, and I just went for it. And with Energy Shield Leech, it feels really good. I've died a couple times to just my own stupidity, but I haven't died since. I'm 85 now. It's working great. So I think you can switch to full ES earlier now because of Energy Shield Leech. Trickster is certainly not hurting either with these nodes right here. Ghost Dance with the Energy Shield heal, which is nice. When hit, lose a Growth Shroud and recover Energy Shield up to 5% of your evasion rating. So I've got a decent amount of evasion, but not much. So that's going to get higher still, but that's helping. And then, of course, you've got the Escape Artist, which gives me evasion and ES based on my helm and armor. And the 20% spell dodge is also nice. So those are working well together with Energy Shield Leech, and I actually feel pretty tanky. I can sit in a lot of things and be lazier than I should. Yay. That's how it's going. My next goal is probably just to get a 5-link, hopefully. When I do, I'm going to try Conk Effect with it. I don't know if I'll have the AoE at that point to do it, so I might have to do something like added fire or added lightning, just something like that. I'm not doing full conversion on Stormburst because I wanted to use Herald of Ice for some extra clear and for some shatter safety. So I'm using Herald of Ash, Herald of Ice, and then I wanted to run Discipline as well for the extra ES because I don't have much. Just using a Stormbrand to do a Curse on Hit setup with Assassin's Mark, Summon Lightning Golem, Flame Dash, of course, pretty standard stuff. Nothing out of the ordinary. I'm using a Scepter because I found this decent one. I got a synthesized mod that gave me 31% increased crit chance for spells, just randomly. So I was like, well, let's go with that because it also had 78% crit, and I am crit, so that worked out well. Just linked cast and damage taken, Mortal Call, increased duration. Helpful to have a Scepter there. I wouldn't want to try and color, say, a dagger or a wand with 3 reds, and that was the best place to do it. But if I had to, I could probably do it on an off piece somewhere. That's really about all there is to it. I've got Arcane Surge on my Flame Dash for some extra stuff. Right now, I'm hoping I don't have to take Weave the Arcane as my last points, but if you watch when I cast and I channel Stormburst, it does knock down my mana enough, so if I have to channel on like a heavy health target and I'm not moving around, I will run out occasionally, and that's only on 4-link, so I'm not sure how that's going to go. My plan right now is to grab this node because this will also give me extra ES as well as some flat mana regen and extra mana. And I'm hoping this will be enough so that I don't need to take Weave the Arcane because I would like to take Harness the Void instead. That'll be a bigger damage boost. However, Weave the Arcane is a nice consolation prize. It's good balance between offense, defense, and utility. Patient Reaper I could do because I am using Herald of Ash, but I don't think it'll be quite as useful on this build as it would, say, a pure dot build or an ignite build or something like that. So yeah, I think that's really about it. As you can see, this is my plan. I'll put up a full like build video at some point later when I'm kind of more or less done with the build, talking about what I did, what I do differently, what I would have liked to have done, etc., etc. Other than that, though, Stormburst, pretty solid league start. Nothing spectacular, but not bad either. Get some cast speed, get some skill duration, and the ramp up, especially on it, turns out to be really good. And you can switch to ES quicker than you used to, I would say, and it feels good with ES Leech. I think that's about it for my build. As far as Nexus goes, it's still a little bit confusing to me. Watch Ziggy's video if you haven't. That helps explain a lot of it and how to manage your Nexus. Helped me anyway. I haven't done a whole lot with it yet, but I'm going to try and do more with that tonight and this week in general, I guess, try and build stuff up. It probably needs some quality of life changes, which they've said they're going to do. They've listened to community feedback, so they're going to try and roll some of that out this week. So that's good. Just stuff like maybe even better explained stuff, less kind of instant memory collapse so that you don't even have time to react at the start of one. Maybe shrinking the the plaque for the placard for the memory synthesizers at the start of the nodes so that they don't get in the way of looting because they're huge. It's a delve situation all over again. Just little things like that. But I think with some quality of life changes, it's got some legs. I think there's a lot more to discover, and the synthesis part of it, where the fractured mods give us the synthesized mods, has not really been figured out yet. There are people doing work on it, I know, and there's some tiny discoveries, but there's not like a definitive guide to it yet. So there's still lots to discover there. So that should be fun. Yeah, anyway, hope you liked the video. Feel free to check out my Twitch, Ghost Note Live. I'll link it below. Like, share, subscribe, whatever you want to do. All those numbers help me if you like the video. And yeah, I'll be back with a full build vid later on for my Stormburst ES Trickster. Have a good day, everybody. Bye-bye.